Hey guys, I'm Miss Optic, and today I'm going to take you through order of operations. Alright, so we're going to talk about our order of operations. Now we have this wonderful acronym called BODMAS. What this stands for is brackets, orders, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So this basically tells us the order that we're going to go in when we're doing an equation. So we might get an equation like this: 3 plus 4 in brackets minus 2 times 4. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do our brackets. Right, that's always the first thing we do. So we end up with 7 minus 2 times 4. Next, we look for our orders. Now our orders, what we mean is something like 3 to the power of 2 or the square root of 4. But as we can see in this equation, we don't have any of those. So we're going to move on to our next one. When we have division and multiplication in our questions, we do both at the same time. So these two kind of work together. Now, when we have both of them in an equation, we read it from left to right. So we do them in the order that they come from left to right, the same way that if you're reading a book, you read your page from left to right. In this equation, we only have one multiplication here. So we're going to do that one first. We have 7 minus 8 as our new equation. And then finally, we do our addition and subtraction. So we do both of those at the same time as well. And again, we just read from left to right. And this is all that's left in our equation. So we have 7 minus 8, which equals -1. Now, if we have the equation 16 divided by 8 minus 4 times 2 minus 5. See, this one's a little bit more complicated. But again, we're going to start with our brackets first. So we're going to do 16 divided by 4 times 2 minus 5. Now, the next thing we look at is our orders. Again, we don't have any orders in this equation. So then we move on to our division and multiplication. We can see that division comes first. So we have this part of our equation. So we're going to focus on that first. So 16 divided by 4 is 4. And we write out the rest of our equation. Then we go back to our BODMAS. And we know that we are still up to our division and multiplication. And we go, well, we have a multiplication here. So we're going to do that one. So 4 times 2 is 8. And then we put our minus 5 in. Now we're up to the last section of our BODMAS, which is our addition and subtraction. And we can see the only thing we have left is this 8 minus 5. Now 8 minus 5 equals 3. So now we're going to look at the equation 3 plus 4 times 2 minus 5 divided by 3 minus 4. So I want you to have a go at this one on your own first. Pause the video, have a go, press play when you're ready to go through the answer. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at our brackets. So we've got this. Now, inside our bracket, we can see that we have some multiplication. So we're going to do that bit first. So we have 3 plus bracket, 4 times 2 is 8, minus 5, bracket, divided by 3 minus 4. So we can see that we still have this bracket happening, which means that we need to go again. We're going to keep working with our bracket. So we have 3 plus 8 minus 5, which is 3, divided by 3 minus 4. So now we're going to move on to our next section of our BODMAS, which is our orders. And again, we don't have any orders in this equation, so we're going to move on to our division and multiplication. So we have this division here. So we're going to do that. So we have our 3 plus, and then we have 3 divided by 3, which equals 1. Then we have minus 4. Now, we have no division or multiplication left in our equation, so we're going to move on to the addition and subtraction. So we can see we have both an addition and a subtraction. We're going to focus on this one first because it comes first. Now, 3 plus 1 equals 4, and we're going to put our minus 4 in at the end. And now we can see we still have a subtraction to do, and 4 minus 4 equals 0. And that is how we go through our orders of operation using BODMAS.